What's going on, man? It's your boy 392 Big Pressure, checking in, tapping in. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram. You dig what I'm saying? Same 392 Big Pressure. You understand what I'm saying? But this video is really not about the world itself. It's really about a lot of motivation. I just wanted to drop some jewels on y'all. Let me see what I can do right here. Just wanted to drop some jewels on y'all. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people ask me questions about, you know, business and marketing. Of course, I teach people about, you know, business and marketing and understanding the methods behind credit usage and how to build your credit. I do that, you know. So, but this video is pure motivation, you know what I'm saying? Pure motivation. So, for those of you who don't know, I have my own clothing line, Straight Pressure Clothing. You know what I mean? STR8, that's how I spell straight. Pressure, normal, clothing, normal. You dig what I'm saying? And a lot of people look at me and be like, man, you doing it, man. A lot of people that know me from way back in the Gap be like, man, you doing it, man. You're a success story or whatever like that. And I appreciate stuff like that. That's what you call getting your roses before it's too late. You know what I mean? And I accept those and I love those. You know, I appreciate them. I don't ask for them. They come genuinely. When people know what you done been through, or people just see you, you know what I mean, from afar. I done had people that I've just met this year alone, you know what I mean? I haven't been knowing them people for a while at all. It could have been like, you know, a handful of time, probably like a month or so, 2 months, you know what I mean? And, you know, you just get to chopping it up with them, or they just see what you're doing from afar, like I said before. Like a guy I know, this guy called The Mock Show. I mean, go check him out on YouTube as well and Instagram. Good dude, humble spirit, you know what I mean? Always talking in a positive tone, you know what I'm saying? And there's other people like him, you know what I'm saying? But for one thing for sure, two things for certain, man, Straight Pressure was not started with a whole lot of money. It really wasn't. And that's why they always say if you got $1 in the dream, that's all you need, because my business wasn't started with $1, but it was started with $40. And if you look at it right now today, from back then to now, I would have never thought that it'd have been like it is right now. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all the love and support that I do get, that I do receive from everybody from California to Florida, New York, Chicago, Virgin Islands. I appreciate everybody that's ever bought anything, you know, in all the surrounding cities and states in between those areas. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that love, because a lot of people fail to realize that you really don't need a whole lot of people to make your dream come true. You have to first believe it. You know what I mean? And it don't necessarily have to be a clothing line. It could be any form of business, a tire shop. You know what I mean? It could be a printing company. You know what I'm saying? It could be a trucking company. You know what I mean? You can start your own manufacturing company for rims. You know what I mean? Anything that you really put your mind to, that you feel like you got a passion for, and you go for it and you do it, that's you, man. You just got to continue to do it. Consistency is the key. You know what I mean? I don't care if you into stocks. You cannot win unless you be consistent, and you got to have money. But overall, consistency is the key, and a lot of people fail to realize that it's not about the people that support you. It's not about the people that don't support you. It's about you. Are you going to keep going if they don't support you? Are you going to keep going if they do support you? Are you going to fall back once you get the fame and once you start getting that bag? What you going to do? You know, so everything starts and ends with you. You know what I mean? And in my case, I don't know about everybody else, but you know, I thank the man upstairs, and I appreciate everything that he's done and stuck with me through everything. You dig what I'm saying? Because honestly, nothing that I do can be done without him. You know what I mean? And that's just being cold hard honest with y'all. You know what I mean? But like I said before, man, everything that you do, everything that you touch, everything that you think of, put it into play, make it make sense. You know what I mean? And have, in time, the right people gonna start surrounding themselves around you. You know what I mean? Because everybody always say, man, I want the ones I started with to end with me. It don't always work like that. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. It don't always work like that. Because when I first started my business and I first started doing what I'm doing, I had some people around me, good people. I'm not saying nothing negative about them. I had them around me. But it was just some things that I was doing they really couldn't get with. And it ain't no bad blood. We still war with Zam and all that, but we not just as close as we once was. You know, you kind of grow apart when you have other things on the agenda and it ain't lining up with what other people got going on. You got to be okay with cutting your finger to save your hand. And when I say that, for those who don't understand that phrase, you know, you got to be okay with cutting some people off so you could continue to prosper. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of times a lot of people have fear of the fame, fear of the fortune. Because when you get all that fame and all that notoriety and everything like that, a lot of people don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? And then when you get all the money and everything like that, a lot of people don't know how to handle that either because they never had it before and they don't know how to handle the family or the friends who might ask them for so much money. You know what I mean? And this has happened numerous of times. You know, it's just something that goes on, something that happens. You dig what I'm saying? So for those who feel like, man, I want to start a business, but man, this one and that one doing it already. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. They got probably about 15 bread companies. When you go to Walmart, you go down the bread aisle, you know, your mama, your wife, or your daughter, or somebody who that, hey, pick up some bread, and when you come back, bring me a loaf of bread. You go down the aisle and you see 15 bread companies, and you look right there. That's your prime example right there, man. Neither one of them stopped because somebody else had a bread company. Just being honest with you, man. Just being honest with you, because if I stop doing what I'm doing because somebody else doing it, I might as well stop breathing. Just being honest with you, I might as well just stop breathing, because it don't make no sense to give up on what I feel like I'd be good at. Not better than the next person, but just be good at. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm good at it, why not at least give it a try? You know what I mean? I don't care if you could be a hairstylist. I don't care if you could be a barber. I don't care what it is. But if you can sit here and say, man, I think I got a thing for that. Like, I like that. I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way it always comes to my mind, like, I need to do that. It seems like you're wasting time on everything else instead of putting time into yourself. And another thing you're going to have to give up is a lot of your time. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people be like, well, I don't have time as it is. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, man, I was once a guy working 60 plus hours a week, 60 to 64 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? A week. And I still made time for my clothing brand, my business. Why? Because I knew one day I wanted this sucker to pay my bills. I wanted this business to pay for everything that I have and everything that I do. You know what I mean? And with that mentality, that grind, it put me in a whole different perspective of how I move and how I do things. You know what I mean? How I looked at the year, how I looked at each month, every quarter. You know what I'm saying? It made me look at how I handle my money. You know what I'm saying? How much money did I spend in a week? How much money did I spend in a day? How much money did I spend in a month? How much money did I spend in the last 3 months? You know what I mean? So if you really trying to be successful, you gotta start changing your whole mind state. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta change your whole mind frame. Because guess what? What you trying to do and what they trying to do, not always gonna line up. But what you trying to do and the consistency you have and the drive that you have and the ambition that you put with it can actually get you out of your situation and onto a whole nother wave. You know what I mean? And honestly, I did not think 17 months ago that I would have a brand, a business. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I got two businesses. And I'm a walking brand. My car is a walking brand. My shirts, my clothes, you know what I mean? Everything that I do, the way people greet me, the way they talk to me, the conversations I have, you know what I mean? Everything changes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for all that, because honestly, it shows a lot of growth in a person when you can separate yourself and build yourself up, you know what I mean? And that's what's gonna happen with you when you do it. Now, I mean, I don't care if it's just, you know, you doing YouTube. You know what I mean? If you're doing YouTube, that's a business. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not just doing it because it's fun. you branding yourself, you marketing. You know what I mean? So if you can do that and stay consistent, guess what's gonna happen? Something gonna happen. You either gonna flop or you gonna pop. It's one of the two. That's how that go. You gonna flop or you gonna pop. So if you say, well, you know what? I'm gonna start taking this a little bit more serious. Let me go buy the devices I need. I'm gonna start taking this more serious. I'm gonna go apply my hustle elsewhere just so I can benefit my hustle over here. If that's what you gotta do, make that happen. Because guess what? Somebody out there is thinking of your idea. Somebody out there is thinking the same thing you think, or sometimes greater. And guess what they're doing? They're applying it. And they putting that pressure in play. I'm telling you, man, it's happening all the time, man. Happening all the time. But there's no better feeling when you're doing something and it's really just something you love to do, something you like to do, and it just blows. Everybody wants it. Everybody want to be a part of it, because you're gonna have people that's gonna support you. They're gonna have some people that's gonna support you because you know you're an entrepreneur. And guess what? Once you get past that part, when they want to support you because of whatever reason, then you're gonna tap into that next level of supporters, that next level, that next bracket of money. You know what I mean? Because these people don't know you, but they like what you're doing. These people don't know you, but they like what you have going on. These people don't know you, but your business is what they need to be a part of. So they're gonna invest into you, time and money, because they're gonna wait for you to send it to them. They're gonna wait for you to build it for them, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And they're gonna want to be a part of that some kind of way, some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? So I just hope that everybody take this video and understand what I'm saying, man. Again, like I said before, my clothing line was started with $40. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fortunate. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm fortunate than others, but I'm not well off to whereas I had a whole bunch of money. I had a rich mama and daddy. None of that type of action going on for me, man, at all. You dig what I'm saying? I got it out the mud. You know what I mean? Started from the very bottom. You dig what I'm saying? I started with it with the little package, $40. You know what I mean? Talk some stuff over my homeboy. He was able to do it. And another thing, man, utilize your resources, but don't burn your resources. I'm gonna say it again. Utilize your resources, but don't burn your resources. And when I say that, I really mean that, because it's like you can have the resources to help you out, to be beneficial, to get you where you need to be. But then again, you will burn those resources, because guess what you're doing? You're not paying nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then you complaining when they tell you about a price. And if they're helping you out, just take what they could give you and make it work with that. You know what I mean? Because guess what? You have to be able to do these things on your own. You know what I mean? So before it's all said and done, man, don't ever stop. Don't ever give up. Always make sure that you tried. You went the furthest you could go. You went until you couldn't go no more. And always keep going, man. And don't never let nobody tell you to start this or start that. It takes a whole lot of money, because guess what? Your idea was free. Your idea was free. And all you need to do is continue to walk down your ideas every step of the way. If you sit down and you think about it, you have the resources to do everything you want to do. You just actually have to go out there and get it. Even if you start with one item, you started. Advertise that item as much as possible, and guess what? I'm telling you, man, no doubt about it, it's gonna work, it's gonna happen, man. It's your boy Big Pressure. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, man. Like all my pics on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, 392 Big Pressure, man. I'm telling you right now, life is a movie if you actually plan your role correctly. Life can be miserable if you just sitting around doing nothing, waiting on somebody to do this and just throw some money in your hand, man. It's not gonna work, brother. And if you get it that easy, I cannot relate to you. So please, by all means, man, just go out there, do what you gotta do, put your best foot forward, and guess what? It's gonna pay off. So please, go out there and start your business. Start your dream. Walk it down, because it's really waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? You got people out there that rock with you so tough, they just want you to do something. Go do something. It's not gonna hurt. Man, you got people selling lashes. You know what I'm saying? You got, in this pandemic that we in, You done seen people become nail techs. You done seen people become shoe plugs. You done seen people have thriving businesses, juice factories. You know what I mean? Start smoothie business, lemonades. You know, like, come on, man. You see people setting up lemonade stands as kids and stuff. Ain't take them too much of nothing. A table, some sugar. You know what I'm saying? That whole kit and caboodle right there, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Plastic plates and plastic cups was probably what? $1 or $2? A big old pack was $1 or $2? And you probably gonna get like what? Anywhere between 8 to 20, depending on which ones you get. You know what I'm saying? $1 or $2. They got 10 lemonade, 10 packs of Kool-Aid for $1. That's $3 right there at the most. You get you a jug, that's another $1 at the dollar store. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Almost $5, and you done started a whole business with the lemonade stand booming. You know what I'm saying? So what's wrong with taking your time and some of your coins, which you know you're gonna probably, like, you know, throw off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna really, you gonna blow that little change. So take that little money and invest it in something, man, please. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you save it, but guess what? If you got an idea, make it happen, man. It's your big homie Pressure, man. I'm gone.